Hello, good evening, everyone. I'm very sorry for keeping you waiting. Please confirm if you can hear me. I had a technical glitch. My camera was not coming on. I had to troubleshoot my system so I can join you. You can see my face. It's a live session. I wonder what a live session would look like without you seeing my face. So I was just walking behind the scene to get that resolved. But thank God that that is done now. Please confirm if you can hear me so that we can start. Hello, please confirm if you can hear me. I see some persons online already. Ngozi, thank you so much for that confirmation. Thank you so much. So, how are we today? It's been a very busy day, and good to have you all on this channel. Get up and get rich with Eric Okomado. It's a channel that inspires you to do something immediately. For those who are sleeping, this is a channel that will challenge you to get up. I will keep sharing with you content that will stimulate you to wake up, to grind, and to get rich. This is just the beginning. For the past 2 to 3 years, I've been producing content to help people in different areas of life. This channel is focused on how I can share with you some simple ways to make money easily. My other channel, Eric Okomado, is not dedicated to spiritual content that can make you grow, excel in your spiritual life. Why this takes care of the other part. So it is interesting to see every one of you join this channel, especially people who have been following me on the other channel for the past 2 years. So if you're not following the other channel, I still encourage you do it to subscribe. Why those who are just joining today, if you have not subscribed to this channel, hit the subscribe button. Something is happening here. I see every one of you. Ngozi, Priscilla, TK, Momodu, Lovila, Rebecca, I see every one of you. Thank you. Some persons have been here since 8 o'clock. I want to appreciate every one of you. Without further ado, I want to go to what we have today. I know you are interested. You want to see those tricks and tactics. You see, StreamYard has messed up with my slide, but we can still make use of it. You want to see those tricks and tactics to overcome your barriers to making money online. For those of you who registered for this program, I heard you loud and clear. I took time to read every of your problem because I asked, what are those things preventing you from making money online? And some persons gave two, some gave three, some gave one, some gave five reasons. A lot of reasons preventing you from making money online. I've read them, I've gone through them, and for the first part of this presentation, this live session, I'm going to speak to those barriers. When I'm done, you have the opportunity to ask any question, either from what I have presented or questions you did not have opportunity to ask, or you did not even register for this program, so you did not have any opportunity to ask. So let's go. What are those things? Just before we go further, I would like to state here that in our words today, if you are not making money online, someone is making money from you online. I believe that today we have been on the different social media platform. Most persons have been in at least one of these social media platforms today. So I just by being on those platforms, someone is making money from you. Either Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, just name it, someone is making money from you. So the best thing is to be able to learn how you can start making some part of that money. The internet is both the new town square and the marketplace in the African context. For those persons that grew up in the village, the town square is a place you gather in the evening, you tell story, you interact, you bond with people, You get it? You just social connection and what have you takes place in the town square. Why the market square is where people go to trade. Most times the town square is also the market square in some villages. So the internet is that new town square and marketplace. So if you are not using it to make some money, if you are not using it to connect with people, you are just missing a lot. I see you, Cash Empire Revolution. Daniel, I see you. You're welcome. So today, we want to look at the obstacles preventing you from making money online. And when we have done this, it is believed that you cannot get up and get rich, which is what this channel is about. Like I said, if you did not register for this program, most likely you have not subscribed to this channel. So while you are still here, please do well to hit the subscribe button. Do well also to share this video with others and ask them to subscribe. I've been creating content, sharing valuable information for free for the past 3 years, and I still want to continue to do that. But you encourage me in doing this by liking, commenting, sharing this with others. The more you do this, the more YouTube is able to push this to more persons. So many persons benefit from this, which is the ultimate goal. Because it was Matthew Barry who said that those who bring sunshine to the lives of others cannot keep it from themselves. So if you bring sunshine to the life of others, you can't keep it from yourself. Those who bring sunshine to the lives of others cannot keep it from themselves. So by sharing this with someone, even after this session today, just copy this link and share with your friend. If you think this section has been exciting, this is an exciting session. I want you to just watch this. You can learn a thing from this. By so doing, you are bringing sunshine to the lives of those people. Ask them to subscribe also. So let's get back to the lesson. So we want to look at some of these top barriers. From the survey, the questionnaire you feed, barrier number one is lack of skills or experience. Many people say, I don't know how to make money online. So person say, I don't have the experience. I know people say, when you do this and do that, you can make money online, but I don't have the experience. I don't have the skill. The second reason many persons gave is lack of capital to start. Now, I want to ask a question. Do you really need capital to start making money online? Let me know in the comment section while I take a glass of water. Let me see your comments. Do you need capital to start making money online? If you think yes, let me know. Some persons will argue that you don't need capital to start making money online. You don't need money. Some say, yeah, you need money. So who is sharing something with us? I know you are typing. Keyboard warriors. Let me know what you think. Do you need capital? Because some persons said capital was a problem. Why they are not making money online? So tell me, do you need capital? If you do, in what ways do you need capital to start making money online? Who's tapping first? Oh, I'm still waiting. Lovilla said it depends on what you want to do. Please tell me, is it yes or no? Ngozi said, no, you don't need money. You don't need money to start. You might not need capital, Tracy. Cash Empire said, yes, you need money or you need money to start. Truth is, I actually have another phone checking what you're saying also. So when I'm looking sideways, I'm actually checking your comments. All right, let me make it easy. Yes, Daniel said we need finance. Yes. Take, for example, you want to start making money online, you don't have a smartphone, But I believe that for you to be here in the first place, come on, you have a smartphone or you have a laptop. That's why you are here. You can't use a dumb phone to join this session. Lovila said yes and no. If you plan, for example, to review phones online, but if you want to sell your writing skill, you don't need capital to start. Thank you. You want to invest in yourself to get skill. That's a good way to look at it. Cash Empire Revolution. Emike Osilama said, yes, you need capital. Yes, many of you spoke about capital in different ways. People say, I don't have a good laptop. Some said, I don't have a laptop at all. Now, when you are making such statement, this statement borders on capital. When you are saying, I don't have a laptop to start, I don't have money for internet, I don't have what I'm doing at the moment, these statements borders on capital. So you need money to be able to do this. But truly, if you have a smartphone, you have data, or you have someone that cannot support you, so you don't really need capital. You can offer a service for me, and I'll pay you. Then you don't need capital. So I think Lovila is has a very balanced answer, yes or no, depending on what you are doing online. Now that answers it. People say no capital to start. So we are going to address the issue of no capital. We have all agreed that that is an issue. We are going to address that. The next one we have here is difficulty, no, lack of time for students and workers. You see, people who do 9 to 5, they say they don't have time because they come home very tired, they're always at work, so they don't have time. How can they make money online? Why students also say their courses are very demanding, and because of that, they don't know how to go about it, lack of time. We also have difficulty in finding clients or customers. These persons they have made attempts to make money online, but it's very difficult finding clients or customers to make that money from. I know for some persons. No, Emmanuel, you are welcome. You have not missed too much. I know for some persons, this is actually a real concern. They have started, they are already making attempt, but they don't really know how to get those clients, those customers to make money from online. So this also is a legitimate concern. We have looked at 4 problems or barriers already. Let's look at the last 3. Mindset and attitude. You see, when some person say you don't need money, that's the kind of mindset. The attitude you put forward, the way you do things based on how you think, will also give your situation a different color. Some people, not just some people, many persons said the reason why they have not started making money online, they have the skill, but they don't really have mentors to guide them. You know, mentors are people who have passed through that route before. Mentors are people who know the problems, who know the obstacles newcomers will face, and are willing to hold their hands, guide them through these difficulties. So people say they don't have mentors, and that is why they are not making money online. Now, this 7th one, I think it is very crucial. Lack of discipline and motivation. If you know that this is your problem, if you know that this is part of your problem, perhaps not exactly your problem, but it is part of your problem, just type in the comment section that this describes you. You don't have to be ashamed. Because for many persons, I think this is a crucial problem or a core constraint preventing them from making money online. So I want to know how many persons are affected by this barrier, lack of discipline and motivation. You started a course 6 months ago. You only did module 1 and you left it. You said you want to register for a training. Daniel said I'm number 1. Thank you for being honest. You said you want to register for a training, but you did not register for that training. All right. Many persons have this as their major problem. So let's look at how to go about resolving each of these problems. The first one, the problem of lack of skill and experience. All right. Problem of lack of skill and experience, I'll just speak to it. You can start by learning skills on platforms like Udemy, Coursera, what have you. You can also register. YouTube is a very great place to start learning. And when you learn here, Titus, you're welcome. Titus said number one is taken, so he's number zero. Yeah, many persons lack of discipline. So you can learn skills from YouTube. You can learn several things from YouTube, from digital marketing to graphics design. Just name it. You can learn this from YouTube very easily. You can also learn from other platforms like Udemy. You pay small money to learn online. But if you need a guided training where you have both mentors that will guide you, train you in a particular skill, I will recommend for you Next Fort Tech Hub. It's an online hub. They just started. So the prices for each of these courses are still very cheap. They are not paying me to advertise for them, but I know the quality of the faculty, the people training, their mentors, and I can tell you, you can get started in the next cohort for just 30,000 naira. 30,000 naira, very small money. You may not get it at that price, let's say in the next 3 months or 6 months, because this tech hub just started and they're already taking students already. First cohort is starting already. So you can join the next cohort. I'm going to share the link for you to register in the comment section as well as in the description at the end of this live session. So you can learn from these platforms. The thing you have to do as it regards this particular barrier of lack of skill or experience is rather than procrastinate till, let's say, tomorrow, or say I will do it. See, start today. Start with a plan. Dedicate 1 hour, or tell yourself that since I'm learning digital marketing, I want to focus on one course on YouTube. Start today. If you want to register for Next Fort Tech Hub, click on the link and register. Commit yourself. There is a law of diminishing inertia. The law states that if you delay in doing what you have to do, the longer you delay, the lesser the inertia, or the more the inertia for you to do it, the lesser the intensity of that desire for you to do what you want to do. So the best thing to do in terms of lack of skill and experience is to start learning today. That time you want to spend on TikTok, that time you want to spend on Facebook or Snapchat before you sleep, dedicate that time. Put your phone aside and get learning. If you want to use your phone, make sure you discipline yourself. Get to YouTube, get to any of this platform, and start learning already. Now let's look at the other barrier. Barrier number 2. This is no capital. Now you must start from the low hanging fruit, because truly some persons may be really interested in starting to acquire the skill, but they do not have capital. Some persons may be interested, like we said, they need the tools to use. For example, if you want to make money online in Nigeria, you need tools like a smartphone, a good laptop, source of internet connection, either your router, your modem, or you are using your phone to hotspot, and data. We all know that data is now expensive. You need the source of this to be able to do that. You also need capital for training, like when you want to register for Next Fort Tech Hub. The money is small, but you still require that money. You need to pay to start. If you want to do internship, later I'll tell you about the gateway internship. That will require you some good money, like $179. But when you start internship, you earn $222 every month. Now, these things require capital. Though you will be any more than you are spending, you need the capital. So if you don't have the capital today, what do you do? Start with the low hanging fruits. Start with zero investment opportunity. Like freelancing, someone mentioned that. Writing, social media management, these are things you can do easily. Even with your phones, people manage social media for people with their phones. People do graphics design using Canva with their phones, their smartphone. So if you have a smartphone, if you have someone who hotspots you, who gives you data, who subscribe for you, your problem is not lack of capital, your problem is lack of desire, lack of discipline. So start with the low hanging fruit if you don't have money for laptop or those other things that will require more money from you. Affiliate marketing. Also offer free or low cost services at first to build credibility. Now you don't have that, you need to offer this to build some credibility. You can create an account on Upwork, Fiverr, LinkedIn, and give yourself targets. Some people create account on this freelancing platform that will enable them to earn online without ever even completing their profile. Now, I can help you to do a diagnosis of your profile on Upwork, but you have to pay for that. Because most times when you give people things for free, they don't appreciate it. So you have to pay for that. I'll share with you my email. You can get it to me. I can do a diagnosis of your Upwork, tell you the things you have to fix. When you have done that, you can start having clients, give you proposal, templates, and all that to start getting clients. So you can start freelancing, you can start any of these online means of making money at very low or zero investment. So the barrier number three is lack of time for students and workers. People who are doing 9 to 5, so persons are just closing. So what do you do? Students who go to school, how do they manage this? Like I tell many students, if you are studying a course where your lecturer told you you can work anywhere, you most likely are studying a very useless course. In Nigeria context, please don't come for me. If you are studying a course that you know there are no job opportunities for you, your backup plan is to set up a POS. You see, be realistic with yourself. It's not what your lecturers are telling you. Ask yourself, people who have studied this course before me, where are they working? If you know that they are learning how to fix nail, they are selling hair, they are what have you, they are doing makeup, these are fine businesses I'm calling. Oh, these are other offline and online means to earn easily, and I fully recommend them. But I tell you, if you are a student and the course you are studying in school that is taking your time is not a course that can give you money when you are done, while in school, carve out time to start preparing yourself to make money. If possible, start making money while in school. Don't wait to finish school for Nigeria to show you premium shege, because the street is not easy, it's not friendly. So if you are studying that course and you don't have time, they are giving you many assignments. I don't want to mention a course. Let me mention it. Years ago, someone studying what they now call AEB, zoology, formal zoology, was asked to go and catch cockroach. They want to dissect the cockroach to do some experiment. Thank God that is not what is giving him money today. They give you a lot of things to take your time, but these things will not translate to any money for you in the future. Carve out time. So what do? Start with low commitment gig. So you don't have enough time, but I believe that if you really want to, you can look at what you spend time on a day and bring the low Chatelain principle of equilibrium, because you want to introduce a new thing to your system that is already in equilibrium. You have to shift to annul the effect of this change. So what do? You ask yourself, perhaps I spend 30 minutes on social media daily, I'm cutting that off. What am I doing again that takes my time? Can I steal 1 hour from these 8 hours I sleep? Some people sleep 8 hours, people sleep 7 hours. There's nothing wrong with this. Some sleep 5 hours. I have read in many books for the past 2 years that an average individual needs between 7 to 9 hours of sleep daily. So don't beat yourself hard if you are sleeping 8 hours. But if you are sleeping 10 hours, you need to be beaten. You get it? So if you are sleeping 9 hours, take 2 hours from your sleep time. 7 hours every night, you'll be fine. You will not die. Is when you are doing 2 hours, 3 hours, that's not really good for your health. For those who are doing that, please repent. So look for a way to take some time from your low output activity or low income earning activity during the day and use that time to learn first, then you earn later. Use your weekends and night hours for focused work. So you are working your 9 to 5. If your 9 to 5 cannot take you home, if your 9 to 5 cannot put food on your table, if your 9 to 5 makes you a constant debtor and beggar, my dear, this is my counsel for you. Nigeria is not friendly. You have to look for a way to use the other hours after your 9 to 5 to begin to build your empire. Because if you continue with this 9 to 5, when you retire or you resign, you may not even get your pension or gratuity. Even if you get it, it is generator that will take it from you. By then, perhaps fuel will be 5,000 naira per liter because this country, you can't predict where we are going. So start building. Look for alternative ways to earn and use your night and weekend to start building. Now I see every one of you, Rebecca. I see you, Joe. I see you, every one of you. So great to have you. I see more persons are still joining. You are all welcome for those who are just coming. So that is that for barrier number 3. So students, I hope this is clear. And for those who are working, don't have time. Now let's look at barrier number 4, which is actually very crucial. Um, Difficulty in finding clients. You already have a skill, but it is difficult for you to find clients. I think this is actually the challenge of many persons who have skills, they don't know how to go about it. I want to tell you that a lot that is going on in the US and Canada impact the African market for those who are watching from Nigeria and Africa. So you must understand this, and you must be ready to apply different approach. Use different approaches. Your social media, your LinkedIn, your Twitter. Use cold email. You have to have a well-written pitch and portfolio, because see, the market is very competitive. So you need to bring your A game. So you want to start with the low hanging fruits. You want to start, I usually recommend steps to start earning online. Learn, acquire the skill. That's the first step. By all means, come with something of value. That is what you want to trade with. Because don't have, most persons that require your service, they don't have the skill to do it. So they cannot be coming, you cannot be asking them that, so how do you want me to manage the social media? What tool do I use? Come on, I employed you to tell me what to do, not me telling you. Some persons don't have the skill. Some have the skill, but they don't have the time. Do you get it? So you must come with the skill and tell them you have the time. And not just that you have the skill, you can do it in a way better than they were already doing it, and give them more money. So every value you are bringing to the market will cost your potential employer money. But for you to get them to employ you or to pay for your service, you must have a promise of an experience, a skill, a solution that will either earn them more money or give them comfort or some other privileges that they would have otherwise paid more money to get. Does that make sense? Did I say too much? What I'm trying to say is that people that want to employ you or pay for your services must have the conviction that by paying, they are getting more. Nobody wants to give you something for nothing. There is usually some form of reward that people are looking for. Does that make sense? So you can offer discounts to get some persons. Work on your pitch, work on your portfolio. Within the next few months, I'll be doing videos on pitch, proposal, portfolio, to guide you through this. So that is why I want to encourage everyone just join. If you have not subscribed, subscribe so that and turn on the notification so that anytime I post this video, you can get information. So you can watch that. It will guide you. You can also search some other YouTube channel to get insight on how to develop this. Create your simple portfolio. You can use Canva, you can use your Google Drive, and you start pitching today. Barrier number 5, mindset and attitude. And I think this is the biggest barrier. I want to confess to you that who is afraid of the market space? Ngozi, this is what I'm saying is mindset. I want to tell you that when I started freelancing about 8 years ago, I was scared. My first interview, seeing a white man interview me, I'm like, oh, damn it, I've not done, because when I finished school, I went for my master's. I didn't really take any one-on-one interview. The only interview I did before I started freelancing full-time was for a teaching job. That was 2014, about 11 years ago. And it was not so much of a problem because I've taught before. It was easy peasy. Just gave me a test. I went to the class board and I was just teaching offhand. And they were impressed, like, you know a lot of stuff. And they gave me the job. But this time, I was interviewing. That was 2017 or 2018. I was interviewing with some white guys. And come on, I was scared. Mindset. But right now, see, the world is my stage. This is not to brag. I'm very grateful to God. The world is my stage. You must have a mindset that you were created to do great things. You are not limited by your condition, your physical, environmental conditioning. The fact that you are in Nigeria, the fact that perhaps you came from a poor or humble background, these are no limitation. You must work on your mindset. They say it is not the size of the dog that is in the fight, but it is the size of the fight that is in the dog. So you must begin to think, and that mindset should inspire you to begin to grow yourself, to groom yourself. The first right mindset you should have is a growth mindset. Always aspire to grow. Ask yourself by the end of 2025, what are those 3 top skills? In fact, if you can't even do 3, ask yourself, what is that one skill that if I can master this year, I will begin to make money online? Once you are able to ask yourself, research, seek opinion of people, once you get that, put all your effort, do it so well with the mindset that you are one of the best in the world, and face whatever comes, you will get it. Some people beyond mindset, they have a very poor attitude. Poor attitude to work. This attitude is shown in procrastination. Just name it. You know those attitudes that keep you from working. You procrastinate. You dodge the difficult things you have to do. Someone said that your miracle is in the work you are running from. So those tough things that you have to do, you are running from. See, your miracle is just there waiting for you. Your miracle is in that hard work you are running from. So think about the mindset that has kept you back. Those attitude of running from difficult things. Some people give up too easily. We're talking about mindset. They try something, no resilience. No resilience. I was so thrilled yesterday when I saw the embattled Senator Natasha came into Kogi against all odds. See, if you are the person that give excuses, you will not have to look for them. Excuses will keep jumping at you. But if you believe that you don't have room for any excuse, you will see you will always find a way. There is always a way. So I'm very big on mindset because I've seen people, they may be very tall and huge, but they have the mindset of grasshoppers. They have the mindset of antelopes. But the essence of this channel is to create a generation of bold people, courageous people. Do you understand? Because you need to get up. That is in the getting up. You need to get up and get rich. Someone says that the sun shines on those standing before it gets to those sitting down. I used to tell people that, don't you think that the God of the universe will be partial to give you something when you are sleeping, whereas someone else is working, keeping the watch, putting all the effort. It would be. And that is why he said, you will reap what you sow. So if you are afraid of sowing, come on, you should not be expecting reaping. So that mindset is what you need to work on. I have seen people with very poor attitude. People have met me for mentorship. I give them the very first task, they evaporate into thin air. No feedback, no nothing. They want money, but they don't want to put in work. Even in free time, nothing is free. You have to pay for it. So, thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, Clarence. Now let's talk about the sixth barrier, lack of mentors. Many people say, yeah, I don't have mentors. I think mentor is not your problem. Many people have come to me, Eric, mentor me. I've agreed to mentor them. But yeah, they thank God there's a promise to mentor 20 persons from this training. And that promise, you will get an email from tomorrow. Those 20 persons who registered first, you get that. I will organize that for you. I will guide you. But for those persons who did not get in, you can also get the free mentorship by joining the monthly chat with Eric session, following my content, following me on social media. If you comment on my social media post, I will respond to you. If you ask me a question in my DM, I will respond to you. It will not be as quick as you want it, but I will surely respond to you. I tell people, see, in life, there is this quid pro quo. You give and you get. If, for example, I want a mentor who is very busy and I'm following this mentor on social media, let's say for over 3 6 months, whenever I post something, I comment on his post. You understand? I engage in. One day, if I send a DM to this mentor, because the mentor has been seeing my name often, the mentor feels obligated to respond to me. It may start with an unpaid internship that will translate to a paid contract. Are you getting the point? I just said something. I hope you understand. So there are mentors everywhere. Look for someone that is already living in the future you are aspiring to get to. This is what I mean. Look for someone in your niche, in the area of interest, that is already at that height you hope to attain by the end of this year or next year. And follow that person on social media first. Look for ways to engage that person. Don't just send message from the blue. The person does not know you, has not seen your name before. Comment is free. Rather than go to people's social media posts and catch cruise, insult them, say, that's lie, all these people worship. Rather than play away, constructively. If you have to criticize, criticize. Engage them productively. After a while, reach out to them via email, via their DM. They will listen to you. So follow and learn from Nigeria online entrepreneurs like Nelly Agbogu when you are talking about e-commerce, John Obidi, freelancing like me, Victor Asemota, tech. These are top people in the field that you can do. And Eric Kumado, I don't want to blow my trumpet, but see, in life, you must also learn to blow your trumpet, especially when you are in the corporate world. That is what your portfolio is about. Not to brag, I'm part of the 1% in my niche in Nigeria. So you can follow my social media handle TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and you have a lot to learn because I churn out content every day or every other day. But in terms of freelancing, I'm taking time to prepare everything I'll be posting on Get Up and Get Rich channel, so that anytime I drop a video or series, you know that what you are chewing is a balanced diet. It's what you need to get rich. So because of that, I've decided to be making just 2 long videos every month. Every 2 weeks, you get a content. Every 2 weeks, you get a content. It is not about the quantity, but the quality. So I'm focusing on quality. So I want to ask every one of you who have not subscribed, tell your friends who are interested in making money online, who are interested in making money through very easy means. Tell them to subscribe to this channel. I appreciate. So start today. You can start today. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook. I have a Facebook page. I'm on TikTok. I have a fresh TikTok page and Twitter, and we can start from there. All right, this is the seventh barrier. Then I'll leave you to ask your question. Then we have about 20 minutes more. It's a 1 hour session, so you can ask your question. Seventh barrier, lack of discipline and motivation. This is one of the main problem, and many of you said this is your problem. Do you know the solution? First, get yourself a good cane and flog yourself. Get yourself a cane and flog yourself. Now, discipline is not cheap, but it starts first by having a vision for your life, deciding on something you need to do. Now, when you have this decision, most times, why it is difficult, people pile things together. Someone say, I want to make 10,000 US dollars within the next 3 months. And he lists several things. That man has not even done 2 things in a day before. You see, you just have a wish, but you cannot translate that to money. So when you have a big vision, split it down to bit size. I have a diary on my table, and every day when I wake up in the morning, after prayers and other things I do, I write down every single task. At times, I have up to 40 to 45 tasks I need to do before the end of the day. When I'm done, I tick that. It helps me to be disciplined. At the end of the day, I am able to see what I have achieved and things I did not achieve. I ask myself a very important question. Why did I not achieve what I set to achieve today? Was it because I wrote too much things to do, or because I was playing games, or because I was being lazy, or because I procrastinated? By auditing myself, it helps me to be disciplined. When I started, I was not effective. I had so many things undone, but I tell you, there is this gratification just marking done, done. I'm using biro and paper because most times the softwares I use, I easily just, the stress of going to that software to click or to click check is so much. But when I see biro and paper, I relate to it. You can call me old man. Allow me use the one that works for me. What I'm trying to tell you with this is do what works for you. You see, there are no classmates in life. Oh, if you don't pay the price of discipline, you cannot get to where you want to go. Discipline is a fuel that will get you to your future. If you don't pay that price, everybody will be leaving you. You must pay that price of discipline. So how do you start? You can use productivity apps like Notion. You don't have to pay. There are other options you pay for. Trello. Use your Google Calendar, a simple Google Calendar. Have an accountability partner. Look for someone you can run with. I told you, set clear goals that will be easy for you to achieve. Don't go and write that you want to make your first $10,000 in the next 60 days. If there are ways to get that, I don't recommend you go and steal or do internet fraud. But if there are legitimate ways to do that and you know that you can work it out easily, go for it. But for the many persons listening to me, you can set simple goal or I want to make my first $100 in the next 60 days. I'll register with Next Fort Tech Hub, or I will take some YouTube course. Why I recommend you pay for learning skills most times is when it is free, you don't value it. When you pay, you appreciate it the more. At times I've done some things free classes for people. They don't take it serious. But when they pay, I see them, my 100,000 cannot lost, my 200,000 cannot lost. Do you understand? They just come and they come around. So I encourage you, and I strongly recommend the new tech hub, the online tech hub that has opened. There are other tech hubs. Some of them I have relationship with. I can recommend some of these if you come to my DM. But for today, I tell you based on the quality of the faculty and what the courses I've seen, and the cost is very, very minimal. So I recommend that you get the link and you can register already. Have an accountability partner. You tell yourself 1 month to 2 months, I want to learn. As I learn, I want to be, if say for example you're a graphics designer, as you are learning, you are doing free design for your Christian community, your religious community, just do that, give that to your community free of charge. You are building credibility, you are building your portfolio. You can also do that for people who are big people who are doing birthdays, celebrities. Design something very fine and share with them. Uche said Byron and Jota is preferred also. Share with them as well. As you do this, they are not paying you, but take for example someone like RMD is doing his birthday or his celebration, and you did a very fine graphics design. You post that on social media, you tag him, and he retweets that. That is a big boost to your portfolio because it's online. You can point people to it that you've done a graphic design for him to celebrate his birthday, and people can see that. Do you get what I'm saying? When you have done that, you now have this credibility. I see artists, all these pencil artists and the rest, they do this a lot. They will do a portrait of a governor, a celebrity, spend their money, do this, and they send it to the person. The person likes it. Just one tweet, just one retweet. That is all they need for visibility. So think in that direction also. Use your brain. Not be everything they could tell you. So folks, let me wrap it up. There are barriers to making money online for most persons. But I want you to see this. There are barriers to making money online for most persons, but there are simple solutions to overcome these barriers. Not until you begin to move in the direction of progress, you will keep making excuses while others are making money. There's a Nigeria song that say, I'm unavailable. You understand? So when you are making excuse, if you want to save me excuse, I'm unavailable. You understand? Yes. Another one say, money, money, making money, and you are talking nonsense, something like that. So others are making money, you are basically talking nonsense, giving excuses. So today, I have been able to share with you from my experience some very simple ways, tricks, and tactics to overcome these barriers to making money online. Now, you ask me, perhaps this is not the trick I'm expecting. I'm expecting a magic trick. Let me tell you, your most effective magic wand to success is your skill, what is in your hand. Your most effective magic wand to success, I say it again, is your skill, what is in your hand. God told Moses, what is in your hand? It is with that rod that Moses thought was ordinary that miracles started happening. So when I say trick, your biggest trick is your knowledge, your skill, your experience. Why the tactics are the strategies I have shared with you today. There are many others, but I think this is the starting point. So what is left for you right now is for you to get up and get rich. It is not instantly. Oh. I'm not saying get up. You can just stand up like this now. You will not get rich. Oh, but I mean get up. Wake up from your sleep. Simple steps. One, if you have not subscribed to this channel, do well to subscribe to this channel so that whenever I drop any video starting from next week, or I'll drop one this week, just introduction to the channel, you will get updates and you can watch the content for free. Masterclass, you will have to pay for masterclass, so and it is not cheap. But I tell you, some things I give for free you don't value. If you have to pay me, you have to pay through your nose. But as you subscribe to this channel, this is a way to get it free because it is my way of giving back to society. I really want to. I have tasted poverty and I have tasted money. I can tell you, I know the one that tastes better. You understand? I've tasted poverty, I've tasted money, I know the one that tastes better. So I'm sharing this with you so that this can help you also to begin to make money so that you can get rich. Leverage that. Also, like I made the appeal earlier, if you have a friend who is, I watched a clip today and someone was say, please excuse me, can you find me some money? He say, I'm in the same trade as you. Like, that means he's begging also. If you have a friend who does not have money like you don't have money to give to the person. So you tell the person, silver and gold I have not, but what I have, I give to you. Subscribe to Get Up and Get Rich because we can learn together and leave this apart zone we find ourselves. So do well to share this video with someone. Also, as we are wrapping up, while I'm taking your question, you can start dropping your questions so that I will start taking them right away. While I'm taking your question, I'm going to post a link for you to register for next Fort Tech Hub. I will also post a link for you to join my dedicated WhatsApp group so that you can ask questions, the WhatsApp community, and we can take it up from there. So if you have questions, please do well to ask those questions. Just drop it as a comment and I will take that. For most of you who registered for this program, I believe that this may not be exhaustive, but I tried as much as possible to cover all the questions that your barriers, your obstacles. I tried as much as possible to deal with them. So this is just the beginning. I want to thank every one of you for joining this session today. I'm very, very grateful. I'm going to share my email with you. I'm going to share my email, the email to Get Up and Get Rich. That's the best way to get me. If what you are discussing is money, please chat me, reach me with this email. If you are talking money, get to me with this email. If you are talking something else, then you can reach me with my alternative email addresses if you have them. But this one, I only look at it and I only attend to those who are talking money. If you are talking, giving excuses, you can reach me through other means. Also, you can follow me on TikTok, on Twitter, LinkedIn. My LinkedIn is almost full. If your LinkedIn is not optimized, I most likely will not accept your LinkedIn request. So if I've not accepted it, just know that there are things you have to do on your LinkedIn. And you can reach me one-on-one via email. I can guide you on those things. Eventually, I'll do a video to guide you on how to optimize your LinkedIn. You can look at my own LinkedIn page and you have an idea. It's not about the experience. I know I have a ton of experience there. I shared there, but it's not about the experience. It's about the effort you are putting in. So thank you so much. My big brother, Chuko Leslie, thank you for joining. Thank you for your kind words. Tracy, thank you for your kind words. I appreciate every one of you for joining today, for joining me to launch this amazing channel, Get Up and Get Rich. The goal is for us to grow together. A, a The goal is for us to grow together. A professor of mine once told me something that I hold so dear. It's a principle and a philosophy I like to abide by. Say, Eric, when the water level rises, every ship will float. So put in Nigeria balance, if it better for you, go better for me. You understand? It is better for me that it is better for you. You understand? Because if you are prospering, that will rub off for me in certain ways. If you are not, it will also affect me in certain ways. So it is better for us to get up together and get rich. Me, I'm trying to get rich. So we can do that together. I'm sharing with you what I know, the experience I've gathered, the things I have learned that has given me some leverage, that has put me ahead in the game, with the hope that when you follow this, you also will gain momentum. You will also gain clarity, and you gain the experience. You learn the strategy to increase, because you are not standing in the shoulders or on the shoulders of giants. Thank you so much. So I have my first question. How best could one transit from one career to another, considering the years of previous career personality on social media? Ah, you see, there are different forms of creation in this life. After God created you, or your parents gave birth to you have evolved over the years. The you asking this question today, Victor, is not the you 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, if you are over 30. So the child in you had to die for the teenager to evolve. The teenager had to die for the adult to evolve. And when you see that there is no direction in a particular career, or there is need for you to update, upskill, or transit, what you need to do is to have a plan. I tell people you can start aggressively, like just call it a shot one day, drop your resignation and say I don't do this anymore. Tell people I've changed career. That's very drastic. But I tell people it takes the very bold and courageous to do that. And most times when you see people take that decision, that someone just tell you that I was bored with what I did, what I was doing. One day I just went to my office place and dropped my resignation and started my new career. Most likely, my brother, the person did not tell you the whole story. If you are with the person, ask the person, Oga, before you did this, how much did you have in your savings? Do you understand? People make some decisions because they have some buffer. They have some safety nets. Do you understand? Even if they say they don't have money, perhaps they are able to quit, and they quit. They went back to their father's house where there is free food, free internet, something to fall back on. But there are some persons, very few, who have nothing to fall back on. So it is either I succeed or I succeed. It is either I succeed or I die. So they go with all they have. But what I would advise is have a plan that I want to transit, and I give myself 3 or 6 months. First 3 months, I want to learn a skill or update myself in this area so that I'll be very proficient. I don't want to come in just as a rookie. I want to come in with some level of experience, if not for that of an expert, let's say for a beginner, not a beginner, intermediate level of experience. So 3 months, I want to do this. 1 to 2 months, I want to apply for internship. I want to offer volunteer, offer my services free of charge. Thereafter, I will start branding, repositioning. So that's an easy way to start. I hope that answers your question. Ngozi say, I have a challenge with LinkedIn. Please, Ngozi, give me a context. What's the context? What challenge do you have with LinkedIn so that I can speak to it? By the way, if you have other questions, you can drop them. We just have about 2 minutes to the end of this session so that I don't keep you longer. I want to thank every one of you who have stayed to this point. It's been a pleasure. Thank you. Please help me. You are not just attendees, you are not just my special guest for this grand opening of the Get Up and Get Rich channel. Today, by the power vested on me, I declare you ambassadors. You are all ambassadors. Please do well to share it. The goal is to get the first 1,000 subscribers within the first 1 month. This is serious business because it is money business. Help us to share it. My own commitment to you, my pledge to you, is to share updates. My pledge to you is to always tell you the things that will work for you. I will share those updates. I'll put in the effort with my team to create videos that will answer your questions, clarify those areas you have confusion, and that will guide you to start making money to get rich. So that the only part that you have to do is getting up. Hmm? The only part you have to do is getting up, waking up, grinding. So I'll push the content for you to start making money. So Mamodu said, I have an accountability partner, but he's a busy person. We have weekly tasks we are supposed to complete. So what should I do to make he engage in our week plan? Mamodu, the first problem is that this your accountability partner is not accountable. To be very honest, you have to look for someone who is ready to match your energy, energy for energy, vibe for vibe. Look for someone you have a shared goal, a shared purpose. You have a common problem and a shared goal. That's your best accountability partner. If your accountability partner is too busy to hold you accountable in the areas where he needs to hold you accountable, then he's not a good accountability partner. You have to look for another one. That's a simple way to respond. Lastly, I can still take one more question before we call it a day. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for thanking me. One more question. I wait for that question while I take a cup of water. All right. I think there are no more questions. Um, yes, I was waiting for Ngozi to give me context to our LinkedIn challenge. So after that, we'll call it a day. But while we are waiting for that, allow me to share with you the links I promised. I'm going to post it in the comment section. So you are going to see that later. I'm going to drop it in the description, update the description so you can get it as well. I hope that is fine with everyone here today. So I just posted registration link, registration link to next fort. So let me know if you can see the link. Tech Hub. I'll also share with you the courses that they currently have ongoing. So you, by the way, for those who do not know, that is, I just posted the link. I'm posting with my other YouTube, so you can subscribe to that YouTube as well. So these are the courses, available courses right now. Um, you can, if you are interested in any of these courses, um, please do well to register. So I think Ngozi is no more here. I wanted to answer a concern with LinkedIn. So I want to assume that there are no more questions. I will also share with you some other links that will be useful. Yes, I promise to share with you a link to for you to join a dedicated WhatsApp group. I would I call that freelance for those interested in freelancing, freelance to freedom. So um, I'll share that with you shortly. So join my community here. All right, I believe you have all you need for today. I hope to see you guys around. So this is just the beginning. So I don't have Ngozi, if your LinkedIn account is restricted, please send me an email. I think you are doing something wrong. Um, there's something you are doing that you ought not to do. So please send me an email or get me on WhatsApp. The best way to get me on WhatsApp is to join the WhatsApp group link I shared. Let me see. I thought I just did that. Okay. Let me share again. So I shared a WhatsApp group link. So just reach out to me if you are on the group. Reach out to me. I would be able to help you troubleshoot that. So I think we can call it a day. Thank you, everyone, for joining this live session. Please enjoy the rest of your evening.